Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mentors and mascots. Please welcome your master of ceremonies, Darren G.
Hey, how you guys doing? All right, welcome to Central Washington University. And before we kick this off, I want to introduce Erin McClellan. She is the Washington First Robotics President.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone in Ellensburg today? Woohoo! So, how many teams here have been recipients of OSPI funding in the last few years? All right, so we love the state of Washington, and I know the Oregon teams have also been supporters through the Oregon legislature. So I have a challenge for each and every one of you today and tomorrow, and that is to help us launch a social media campaign about funding robotics. And you will see it on the slide presentation throughout the day, but if you can please tweet and post on Facebook your favorite photo of your team, your robot, the competition, your cool mentors, and post it to the Washington House Republicans and the Washington Democrat House, we would appreciate it. So thanks so much.
All right, so get out your pens, get out to the Facebook, get out to all of your social media. This is like really easy today, folks. We don't have to like stamp that envelope and send it in. And send that email in to your legislative so that we can get that extra funding. Not that, you know, how many teams here would love to have $2,000, right? Especially when it only takes $4,000 to build one of these robots. Okay, so with that, I want to welcome everybody to the 2015 Pacific Northwest District event here at the Central Washington University for the first robotics competition of Recycle Rush. Let's go, guys. Woo! All right, so I was kind of curious here. I heard there's a few teams here. How many are from, like, Oregon? All right. All right, now how many are from Washington? Oh, I don't know. Come on, Oregon, show us your 12th man. How many from Oregon? All right, okay, one more time. And how many from Washington? Oh, no. It looks like we have a 12th man in the house. I love it. So with that, before we kick off everything, there's a few people we need to hear and listen to because they got some awesome words of wisdom since they brought us the words of wisdom to kick this off. First, there's the FRC, or the First Robotics Competition founder, Mr. Dean Kamen, Mr. Woody Flowers, who's our FRC distinguished advisor that helps him with the great engineering stuff. And then with that, the first president, Mr. Don Bosey. So let's get a word from the wizards.
Welcome to this year's first robotics competition, Recycle Rush.
6 weeks, just 6 intense weeks from problem to stop. That you're still speaking to one another is testimony to your gracious professionalism. Congratulations.
And it's not just about building a robot. You had to learn new skills in design, programming, fabrication, and troubleshooting, just to name a few. We're sure many of you have recycled some material and put it to good and new use on your robot. As a wise person once said, waste not, want not.
The robot was not built by an individual. Creating it was a team effort. Mentors, sponsors, volunteers, parents, and students. FRC teams have created almost 3,000 unique solutions to this year's problem.
And now you're here to compete. You've accomplished your goal. Your hard fun is about to get harder and even more exciting.
Today you get to add another layer to the stuff that you've learned. Some of you will get what you hoped for, some not. All of you have a chance to use the experience to learn about character and toughness.
You're going to face many tougher challenges than just building a robot in 6 weeks. Already, you've experienced some successes and some failures. Learn from these failures. They are often more valuable than the successes.
On the trip home after this event, we hope you look back and feel very good about what you did. We hope you'll be able to smile and remember how you kicked your gracious professionalism up another notch. You do that, and you will have used FIRST very well.
FIRST is more than robots. It's more than a game played on a field. FIRST is preparing you for some of life's greatest challenges. But for now, let's celebrate, have some fun, and enjoy. Recycle Rush.
All right. Nice. What I forgot to do, it's really important because we actually have a huge following. I don't know if anybody knows this. Online, I want to welcome you to Central Washington University. I want to welcome the folks online because they are the ones that really get a kick out of this. Because why? We have the coolest AV stuff in the entire world when it comes to streaming. In fact, I don't know if anybody knew this. This is a little side note about our AV stuff. They actually took some of our AV stuff down to the invitational that those major FIRST veteran teams put on back in Illinois or somewhere back there in the Middle States. They took our AV stuff down there. That was pretty cool. And talking about cool, there's some folks here that are going to work all weekend. They're here today and they're here tomorrow, all day, and they're walking around endlessly, and they're being led by this Boeing employee. I want to introduce the judge advisor, Katie Tether. Where are you, Katie? There you are. And, and the judges. No, you have to stand up, judges. So keep in mind, they're looking around and lurking around, trying to see who represents FIRST in what we put out there. And with that, there's some other folks that you're going to get to know. These high-paid individuals continually and endlessly work so hard to make this game fair for everyone. And they're being led by the man from Amazon, Mr. Dave Martucci, and his team of referees. Wave, come on, guys, wave. Yeah, there we go. And Underwriter Laboratories actually sends in their top lead safety advisor. And the one I want to introduce is Mr. Joe Anderson. And if you're a new team or your team's struggling a lot within Washington State, if you're struggling a lot with you're just trying to understand what's going on with FIRST, or you're having trouble getting things going, and it just kind of feels like the hill is like this, trying to get the team kicked off the ground, we have an amazing FIRST, actually the Washington State lead senior mentor, and that's Mr. Eric Van Buren, who is also doubling as our lead robot inspector for this event too. So thank you, guys. And with this is a very distinguished list of folks. In my own words, I wish every student here, every one of you students in the stands today, you deserve this award. Every one of you. And I think it gets harder every year for mentors and the other students in your team to come up with these names. And these are students who have been nominated for the Dean's List for this event. And with that, and those students, I don't know if the first time they've heard this or not, but we're going to introduce those students right now. If I get I'm going to try to say your name correctly. Please stand up if you're around here. Kaylee Piggott, 3588. I have Michaela Goodwin, team 3588. I have a Connor Rogowski, team 4450. I have a Jacob Lyon, team 4450. I have Hannah Fritsch, Team 4488. And I have a Nick Milford, Team 4488. And students, please go down to Pit Admin after we get through this, after we kick off the opening ceremonies, and pick up your pin so that we can recognize you as you see you throughout these two next couple days. So it'd be really cool to do that. And then with that, I want to bring. I got word in today, but let me have everybody stand up first. You got to stand up. Everybody's got to stand up. Come on. I know it's morning. Just pretend you had your coffee. And got to remove your hat. If you got a hat on, you got to remove it. Now, this particular group, we were able to book them before the start of their world tour. So I want to bring out the Pacific Northwest First Choir. Come on. All right. All right. Awesome. And with that kickoff of the national anthem, teams, come out and power up your robots. Let's get these babies ready to go. And as they're doing this, I want to introduce the man of the hour. He's the one that's going to be calling this game and guiding us through the entire days. Let's welcome our game announcer, Mr. Eric Emery.
Hey, Derek. Good morning, Central Washington. Let's have some fun.
All right, as these teams get set to power up their robots, let's introduce the teams, and we're going to kick it off with the Red Alliance, starting with Team 3693.
From Rogers High School in Spokane, sponsored by the Bezos Family Foundation, Leisure Concepts Incorporated, NASA, and Autodesk, it's the Gearhead Podcast.